Hello everyone, welcome on our 9th stream where we're implementing our Kotlin Compose Multiplatform Kotlin application codename Money. And yeah, again, sorry for short notice. I really out of time, like really a lot of thing happens, and yeah, but I'm still trying to continue streams because like it's keep me in track. Like this is why I started the streams. Yeah, it's exactly for being track on this new version of application and learn something new and provide this information, share this information with all of you. Unfortunately, I didn't have time, as I already mentioned, for my homework. So the application in the state as we kept it on the previous stream, but fortunately I had time to thinking about application, and one idea raised in my mind about like, yes, we on previous stream we try to create our own currencies, and maybe it doesn't make sense. Yeah, like not it makes sense, but we can do better. We know that currency is something global. Yeah, currency is created by governments, by countries, and we know that there is list of this currency in internet. So what we can do, we can synchronize our application with some list of currency. Yeah, and we will first of all we'll be able to have new currency immediately. Yeah, when new currency appears and this list will be updated, people will be able to use this currency immediately. Plus, people will not do any mistakes. Yeah, and we can provide some even more functionality based on currency codes or something like this. Yeah, we will know that it's exactly what we expected. Not right now, maybe in future, but still, yeah, we will be protected from it. Like if someone use for United States dollars, not USD, but like, I don't know, just like UD, for example, yeah. So this is why idea of this stream raised in my mind about like, yeah, we can create some Ktor client, download this list, and inside settings provide like list what we downloaded with list what we have in our database. Like at start there should be nothing in our database, so we will remove these default values, and when we synchronize some currency, it will be saved in our database. But when we uncheck them in settings, if there is no any account with such currency, it should be removed from database. But if there is already some currency, some account created for this currency, with this currency, they have to stay in database, but its visible will be false. So like they will not be inside drop-down list to not make it, I don't know, like so beautiful. If you want to have like less currencies, but they still will be in database. There can be one like edge case. So for example, we had currency inside, like we can have few accounts with some currency. For example, yeah, we have multi-currency account in like one bank and in another bank. For example, we have dollars and euros in both banks, but then we stop to use euros in one bank. But because we are keeping this transaction, yeah, we still have this currency inside second bank. But if we if we don't want to see this currency only inside this bank, it makes our like logic slightly complicated. Yeah, we had to understand, is it visible for like concrete bank, yeah, not like globally. So this is why right now let's do it only globally. Yeah, like if it's visible false, it's not in drop-down list. In some cases you will not see it, but in other cases, for example, when you create new bank and you don't want to use this new account, not new bank, new account, and you don't want to use this currency, you unchecked it in settings, in drop-down list, when we select currency, you will not see it. But for like some reports, etc. Of course, you will see all currency which you have. Yeah, so we'll take it from database. Too long introduction of this stream, so sorry about it. Anyway, as usual, disclaimer: I'm not professional Android developer or like any mobile developer. So all what I'm doing here, I'm learning. And so don't take these streams as like only one source of truth. Yeah, if you found some better way, so please provide comments, please contribute in application, so I will really appreciate it. And let's start. So yeah, first of all, I would like to create new branch. You will not see it because I'm using special client. You still should see my IntelliJ idea, and call it, I don't know, sync service sync. Let's call this way. Okay, so we switched. Let me check that we have nothing there. Yeah, okay. So I guess I have my Android. Yeah. What we will need, yeah. So first of all, we will go to our share code in modern in DB, and here, yeah, we don't need to create any default values. Yeah? I already removed my application, yeah, so from Android, and there should not be any problem. So we just can remove all this at callback. Do it without any doubts, because yeah, we have everything in under source code control. Okay, cool. So we will not create any currencies, but we still need our currency model. But I think one more, I think about one more thing. I need to update one. So maybe I will need to restart my IntelliJ IDEA, but yeah, I will show you at the time my beautiful, yeah, let's do it right now. My beautiful Android emulator. So I need to restart. But yeah, when we previously create this currency, we still got as primary key. As primary key, we had ID, which long type. Yeah, so it's already back. And here we can see that we have name, code, symbol is visible, and ID, because we have it in database currency. Yeah, we have it here. But what I think, we don't need it. Yeah, we can use code for it. So let's move code here. It's smart enough. Okay, so we will not use ID anymore, as we can use default string value, and of course it's not after generate in this case. Yeah, so it's primary key, but it's not after generate. In this case here, in account currency in database, still in model in database. Yeah, so in bank everything should be okay, but here we're using not parent code, not ID, but code. And here we also need to change to currency code. Yeah, so it will be currency code, and it will be string. Cool. In bank should be okay, in account I guess as well. So here, yeah, we don't have ID anymore, and we need code to go up. And yeah, we have it. I have it here right now, so maybe I'm just thinking, so maybe we can do code. We will not give any opportunity to change it, so maybe it's okay to have this way. But here we need to change it to string. Yeah, our case string right now, and get code. Cool. So we don't need also in this case. Yeah, we copy everything. Okay, nice. We change our model everywhere. And right now, what we have to do, we need to add new library for Ktor. No any new libraries. Oh, no, there is some new version appears. Let's check. Okay, we have Composer 9.3. We have Adaptive 2.0. Nice. And lifecycle we have 2.9.6. Let's also check which version of Kotlin do we have. Kotlin. So it's still 21st, but I guess Gradle was updated, yeah? So if we go here to properties, and I will search for Gradle documentation, the version is, where is docs? Releases, I need, yeah, 2.9.2.0. Okay, so we need 9.2.0. But what is important, yeah, let's refresh Gradle. But what is important when you update it, yeah, I don't want to update GTK for now. When you update, let's download Gradle, and then we'll download, I guess, some libraries. But after it finish, we have already previous versions here, yeah, and as you can see, it's around like 140 megabytes, yeah, and it doesn't make sense to just spend disk size, yeah, disk place on my disk just for nothing, yeah. So we definitely can already remove 9000, and after sync we will be able to remove 910. Okay. Yeah, while it's still downloading, what I wanted to show you more, yeah, like after we update Gradle, what we need to sync it. And here in Gradle panel, I hope you see it, yes, you do. We have this build setup, and we can run wrapper, so it will update also this Gradle and Gradle bot and this Gradle, I guess it's sh is bash, yeah. Okay, it's finished, and if I reload it, yeah, now we have this folder, so we don't need any more previous one. And when we run this wrapper, we can see that, okay, this jar changed, but there is no changes inside but and bash. Okay, but let's check that everything is okay. Let's switch back to our phone and open our application. And while it's building, I will check Ktor version, which is the last one, so we can use it. So the last version, where it is in docs. Oh, okay, I see it. It's 3.3.2. Okay, nice. So it failed. We forgot to do something. Yes, we have this currency ID, but we should not have currency ID. Yeah, we have currency code. And here code should be currency.code. Okay, it's one problem. And unresolved ID, so I guess everything is okay. Let's run it again. Yeah, we have these warnings about like we have to create some indexes, and I guess we will do it as some extended session about how to work with a room database. So we don't have currency. It's nice. Yeah, I switched and let's check. Yeah, so we don't have currencies, but everything works. Okay, nice. So let's go to our Gradle, and here all what we need is a Ktor, not Tro, and version 3.3.2. Okay, I guess we don't need any plugins. Just didn't add this Ktor client for a long time, so that's why checking what is going on, how are doing it. So yeah, we have version which we need. So we need only libraries. So what we need? We need Ktor client core. Why I use client here exactly? Because Ktor provides not only client but also server possibility, yeah, and maybe in future we will use it. I'm not sure, but who knows. So we have Ktor, and we need to choose let's say server, yeah, like client, what is providing client, yeah. So let's check. I guess it should be somewhere in documentation. Which client? Yeah, supported platform. So we need desktop. Okay, yes, and engines. Yes, so let's check engines. We have Darwin, we have WinHTTP, we have CURL, we have SEO. And SEO support Java Virtual Machine, Android Native, and JavaScript and Wasm. So I guess it's what we need. Let's use SEO here in this case. And yes, we need SEO. And version is the same. Okay, nice. So what we will do next? We're using Koin, yeah, as our dependency injection. And in this case, we need to create new model, I hope. So let's go to shared and in dependency injections, and we have models here. We have, yeah, maybe it's better to split them already. Yeah, so like what we can have, do we need model folder? Maybe not. So let's extract it. So we need to move it. Okay, cancel it for now. So let's move this one. Down model. Let's move this one. It's viewModel. And of course it should be down. It should be view. And we have just model. Maybe we will rename it in future, but let's keep it as it is because there is some problem with expected and actual. So let's create new file and call it Ktor model. Okay, so wow, Ktor, maybe Ktor is bad. Yeah, let's call it rename network, because maybe in future we will use, I don't know, micronow, something else. Network model, and of course it's model So what we can do here, we need to set up, yeah, we will need one more thing in future. Yeah, I forgot about it, but we can set up single, and because we can provide this client in many places. So we need this HTTP client. It's not Java, it should be Ktor. Yeah, I forgot. So let's, I guess we maybe even can keep it. Yeah, right now in our build Gradle we need to add our dependency, so let's build it. We can stop right now. I'm just checking chat, not so active today. Okay, so in our command dependency, I guess what we can do, we can call implementation libs.ktor.client.core. We need the same for CO. And what we need more is content negotiation, and because we'll use JSON, yeah, so we need to add JSON, I guess JSON library as well. And yeah, it uses serialization. And do we have it already? Kotlin serialization, I guess we don't, so let's add it as well. We have coroutines. Yeah, we don't have Ktor serialization. And it is important, I hope. Yes, it's Ktor serialization Kotlin. Where is depend? I'm just checking documentation. Yeah, sorry. So we need content negotiation model. So client content negotiation, and we need serialization. Yeah, so it's this one. This version, as you can see, it's not only for clients, so we can use serialization for server as well. Yeah, it's like the downloading version for core and for, let's do this way because it's maybe doesn't make sense. Let's refresh again. So we don't need XML, of course. Yeah, we need only JSON. Okay, I hope it's done. Yes, and now here what we can do, have use client content dot negotiation, and we can use Ktor serialization.json. I guess we will need to use plugin, and we don't have it right now, but we will add this Kotlin serialization plugin as well. So we added here, like, yeah, let's refresh. Go back to our models. We would like to add here exactly like client itself. So we can again try to call HTTP client. You can see right now it's come from Ktor. And here we need to provide which client we would like to use. And we will use this which engine. And we will use this CO. And now we can install some plugins, and we will install this content negotiation plugin, and inside it we install JSON. Oops. So we'll install JSON and we will use it. But because I check service which provide, it's not service, it's GitHub gist. It's some like just file which provide information about these currencies, and it contains more information than I need right now. So yeah, in this case, we need to specify here that, yeah, we would like to provide some, I guess it's this way, some JSON configuration, and what we need, we would like to ignore unknown keys, and it will be true. Because I guess by default it's false. And yeah, and it will like raise issue about like, yeah, you try to save something. Okay. What we need next, we need to add, of course, our model inside Ktor. Yeah, just still checking some messages. Yeah, because someone brought me in Telegram by some reason, not in chat, in YouTube chat. Okay, so right now we already have our client and we can fetch everything what we need. So to do it, we need new view model. Maybe better to create some networking package. Network, yeah. And here we can create some repository. It will be normal class, so it's like currency or currency service, currency client even, yeah, currency client, I guess is the best name. So what we can do here, we need to inject inside this class our client. So we can say private wow and client and by inject. But to be able to do it, we need to specify it as coin component. And right now, yeah, we can do inject. And here we can specify HTTP client by Ktor. Okay, so we injected it, but we need to add our currency client here. Yeah, so we need to say, okay, single of yeah, just single of currency client this way. Yeah, so we provide currency client. Let's make sure that I'm correct. Yeah, we have single and get here. Okay, but yeah, it should be, I guess I'm correct. We'll see, but it should be single of and currency client. So we injected only once. Okay. So here we need to fetch our data. Yeah, so like we need to provide some suspend function and fetch currencies. We don't need to provide anything so far, yeah, because everything will be hard coded. But we need list of, let's put any so far, yeah, but we will create our model. And here what we can do, we can already call our client, yeah, to get we need to provide some string and body. And as you can see, it's smart enough. It understands that, okay, it's an inline function with reference t, and it's try to cast it to this list any. Yeah. But again, like, let's create our model. So we need networking model as well, unfortunately, not, yeah. And here we will create our data class called currency. Okay, and what we need from this currency? Yeah, we need val code, of course, it will be string. We need val name, it will be string, and we need val symbol, and it also will be string. Okay, let me check that I'm correct. Symbol name, symbol native. Huh. Nice that I checked it. Yeah, there is symbol and symbol native. And okay, symbol is what we have for English, maybe countries. Yes, and we would like to use exactly symbol native. So what we can do here, we can specify it as it's not column. Yeah, we need to provide, okay, let's keep it as symbol right now, but we need to understand how it works with this. Let me check it. So so we need to provide JSON name, I guess. But we don't have it here so far, yeah, so we need this serialization. Okay, let's add it. I cannot open my IntelliJ IDE by some reason. Okay. It's stuck. Okay, I have to close it. Sorry about it. Yeah, just stuck. So I need to, yeah, I closed it and rerun again. Okay. So what we need to add more in our libraries in this case, yeah? So first of all, we need plugin. So we need this Kotlin X serialization, yeah? And to use it, yeah, sorry, I'm just checking documentation, that's why Bright is changed. Yes, so we need plugins and we need Kotlin X serialization. I'm just checking how it's added. So we need Kotlin X serialization, and ID is, and version ref it's Kotlin. Okay, cool. Yeah, we have serialization. Let me check that version is correct one. Looks like no. But we'll see if it will fail. Yeah, I will change version. And what we need, yeah, we need this Kotlin X serialization JSON, not for Ktor, but Kotlin X itself. So let's put it here. So we need this Kotlin X serialization JSON, yeah, and model and version ref. It should be serialization. Do we have somewhere similar? No. So let's put serialization, and it should be this one. Okay, nice. Let's build it. Yeah, let's build Gradle. Okay, and now what is really important, we need to add alias. Alias to libs.plugins.kotlinx.serialization. Let's try to build it, and if it's failed, it's not nice. So we need it here as well. Okay, and before our Ktor, we need to add implementation libs.kotlinx.serialization.json. Okay, and now we should be able to provide JSON name, no? Why we still don't have it? So maybe it's not JSON name in this case. Let's check documentation. Okay, it's serial name. Now we have it. And as serial name, we will use this symbol native. So in this case, we mapped what we received as symbol native inside this symbol. Okay, cool. And now, yeah, all what we need here to change it to currency, but from network model. Nice. So let's create viewModel, or like we should have already one. Yeah, we have this currencies viewModel. But it works with our database, yeah. And here, I'm not sure that it's a good way to create like a new state here. Yeah, we need some another viewModel to fetch it. Yeah, and yeah, I'm just thinking how to better way to do it, because it's like we have this list viewModel, etc. So maybe it's just better to create new class and call it network. Let's keep it smaller right now, yeah. Network viewModel. And it will be just from viewModel. Yeah, we will not do anything like this custom which we have. But what we need here, we need our service by injection, and why I cannot use it here? Because it should Koin component, I guess, yeah. This is just interface. Private val inject. And here we need currency client. Yeah, it's currency client. So let's call it client. Do we still really need it? Yes, we need it. Okay. We can use client, and right now we'll create something really interesting. So what we will do, we create private val and call it currency flow. Yeah. So we would like to create flow. What is wrong? Yes, because we have to return something. And what we will do, we will emit, and here we will call our client.fetch currencies. And right now in our flow we will have flow list of currency. You can see it. Nice. And now we can create state, and as usual we are doing so, it will be currency flow dot state in, and here we can provide our scope. It's view model scope. We can provide started as sharing started with subscription 5 seconds, and initial value we can provide empty list. Why not? So we have our state. Cool. We should not forget to inject it. So let's go to DI, to our view models, and here we can inject our view model off and provide this network view model. Cool. Now let's go to UI, to our settings, and here we have currency, and yeah, it's slightly complicated thing here, but what we need, yeah, we need to change our state. Yeah, we have is loading. Yeah, it's better to provide state, of course. So let's do it. Yeah, we should have our data class and network currency state, and it should have currencies as list of currency, and it can be empty list, and while is loading it's boolean and false. And in this case here we need to return network currency state is loading true. But when we amend it, we need to call network currency state just with client fetch currency. And maybe not so beautiful. So let's extract it as, yeah, we don't need, oops, why? Yeah, so currencies, and we provide them here. So we emit it only after we fetch it. Yeah, it's also still work, but yeah, maybe in this case it's like easier to debug, etc. Okay, nice. So we have good view model, and here right now we can change from currency view model to network view model, and not list state, but just state. It's maybe not so good, but okay. So we have currency state, and right now it's not item, it's currencies, and we don't have is visible right now. Yeah, so we just put it to set. Here we have currencies, and everything else should works from scratch. Okay, the last thing. Here in viewModel, we need to provide, not here, in fetch currency, yeah, we need to provide URL. And it's not so beautiful, yeah, it's this one, so like we take raw data, but it should work. Finger cross, and let's run it. Most probably it will fail, but we'll see why. So I'm switching to Locket. Does it already failed? No? No, still building. Just see some strange record inside Locket, so clean it up. Yeah, just switch back to, yeah, you see it was like build it for almost minute. But yes, then I said, yeah, it's will happen again. Okay, now we are here, and let's open our settings, and it's crashed. Yes. Let's check why. No address associated with host name. It's interesting. I will check what is going on. We need to provide user permission, I hope. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to go our manifest, and here we need to provide permission for our application. Let's find where it is, should be. Yes, user permission, and we need internet. Okay, let's check what is going on one more time. It's failed again, but it did something more, so let's check what is going on. Expected response body of type interface driver list, but was source byte channel. So request was succeed, so we got something, but it failed. And I guess I know why it's failed, because I cannot show you, but what is response of this list? It's object, it's like map, let's say, yeah, it's map of keys with information. So what we can do to solve it? So we need to go to shared library, and in our client, and we return body immediately. So we need to fix it. So we need to do this way, and first while a response, it should be map of string and currency. So we will have map, but as a result, we need to return response dot values dot to list. Yeah. Okay, let's put breakpoint here and make sure that everything is okay. So let's run it. You should see Android emulator right now. But before I click, yeah, it waited for debug. Okay, before I click settings, we switch back to IntelliJ IDEA and let's click settings, and it's crashed. Source byte read channel. But we have this, yeah. So inside client, inside DI, we set up content negotiation. Let's check what does it mean this. Okay, maybe we need to use accept type. So let's check Ktor documentation. And when we request it, so here in client, we ask for body, but also we need to provide just trying to find content type, I guess. But no, it's for Gradle works without it, I hope. So body should transform it. Okay, let's do one more thing. Let's extract this. Let's call it HTTP response. Let's rename this one to body and this one to just response, and we'll see what we'll have in response. Okay, it's here. Let's switch back to IntelliJ IDEA and it's crashed again. Why it didn't stop? What? I debug it. Let's make sure that we're debugging. HTTP client call currency fetch currency client. So why debug didn't stop? What the hell is going on? it's again like, yeah, it's not attached. I don't know why. Okay, let's run Android Studio. As I remember, we were able to debug it there. So you should see Android Studio. Let me make view bigger. So in network, in client, we wanted to check what we will have in response. Okay, let's try to debug it this way. It looks like it's attached. So we can click. No, it's still not. Okay, it is. So when in response, and if we go more, we failed already. So it's fail exactly. But response, it should be just HTTP response. It should not try to. Look at this empty here. Maybe because only one logcat can be assigned. Let's check. Yes. So we click next, but it failed. But inside IntelliJ IDEA we have response, so it's failed. Kotlin reflection is not available. Let's try to find what is going on. Hopefully when we solve this issue we can finish our stream. Yeah, so what we will not sync with database but it looks like problem of each hour stream. Yeah, we try to take more than maybe just at start, because it was like really small streams when we set up just our Gradle project, etc. And because maybe right now I don't have enough time to at least little bit prepare, like, yeah, try to play with this HTTP client to understand how serialize, deserialize, etc. So all what I'm doing like really on fly with you, and that's why sometimes we face this problem. Did I still call body? No, I don't. But I remember such problem. Let me try to check my old notes. I did it when I work on one startup. We also use Ktor, and I remember that we faced some issues there. So checking, we need parser. So we have parsers. Okay, and here in client, what we set up in client? Yeah, we get immediately, but we should set up it somehow. Hey, somewhere in, come on. Okay, client parser, and here we set up JSON, and that's all. Yeah, we're just use CO and install JSON. Why try to, okay, what if let's try while first body and just like response dot body any. I'm just interesting why it's take exactly map. Yeah, so we will call it again. Okay, and let's try to open it. Okay, we have response, hopefully. Yes, so we have response. And response, yeah, it's somebody, but call will succeed. Request time, okay, and it will go to, yeah, first body, of course, failed. But with the same Java util map. I remember such problem. Yeah, I recall it right now. So because we have this map, as I remember, JSON, this Kotlin Serialization cannot work with it. Oh my goodness. So let's try to, I thought that they fixed it already. That's why we use JSON, not JSON, and like Google JSON implementation. Ktor JSON client read map. Maybe we just need more. Let's remove this. Yeah, maybe we just need in client, not in client. Here in DI, maybe we need just more configuration. What we have here. So we have encoded default. So nullable should have a lot of got the false, ignore unknown keys. Okay, it's what we did. Explicit nullable is linked. Remove JSON specification selection mark liberal. Okay, pretty print. No, let's try to search more. Yeah, found it. Yeah, we can use this body as text, but it's not what we need. Yeah. Okay, let me show in this case, yeah. So I shall see it, and here in this case we can text and set up response dot response dot body as text. So let's run it. Yes, we're here. And now as text, what while still have first body? I used text already. Okay, let's check response. Response dot body as text. No, I cannot do this way. Let me restart Android Studio. Maybe it will help to debug it more properly. Okay, now we shall see Android Studio. We shall have our logcat, and let's run it. Okay, we are here in response, and now we're on body, but text. is never used. Yeah, so it's ignored. Considering that still collect first body, which you don't have. Okay, but yeah, when we try to collect us, yeah, it will fail. But let's use print ln and provide text here. Yeah, it will be too much in console, but at least we will be able to see what is inside text. Okay, we're here and nothing in text. Okay, let's go on. What? But we printed line. Why it was optimized out? Let's I don't know, let's run it this way and we'll see. Yeah, text was optimized out. Okay, let's do something. If text is not empty, print line, yeah, because in this case it has to check something. It looks like something happened. Yeah, it's reload from disk. I'm not sure what is going on. Why it still show? First body. And result. Okay, so I'm stuck here. Yeah, I guess this print is not so good as I expected. So what I wanted to achieve, yeah, we call, we get some response, but we cannot parse body by some problem. I remember, yeah, but it was like two years ago when Kotlin serialization JSON wasn't able to work with this when we have map inside response, and I thought like it's real, like really often situation happens, and I should be able to work with it right now, but seems no. And my Android Studio by some reason doesn't work properly, the same as IntelliJ IDEA. Let me switch to IntelliJ IDEA. Maybe at least we will print and we'll see something. So it's my last try here. Looks like we don't see this run. Yeah, here we have run. and it's crashed and we see nothing. Okay, let's try debug. So we have debug. Okay, finally. So here we can see text, yeah, and it's in this information, yeah, we have a JSON. So we receive with us map, yeah, so it's key and then value. And for that value, it's currency, yeah, we have this symbol native, we have name, we have code, and it should be normal serialized, but by some reason it doesn't, yeah, so we still got this issue about like, yeah, we cannot work with map, yeah, map, but was source byte read channel. So I will try to fix it and provide all information in next stream. So thanks everyone. Sorry that we finished on like we didn't finish properly once it already happened, and then I really fast found what was the issue. Most probably here will be the same. I will provide information in comment and on next stream, of course. And yeah, see you on the next week, everyone. Bye.